Let's go! I told y'all, man, Jimmy Butler is freaking him. As Kevin Harlan said, or whatever he said. Grant Williams, you big bum. What, were you born yesterday? You freaking idiot. What? Let me ask you a question, Grant Williams. Serious question. Let's sit down. Serious question. What the hell are you doing talking to Jimmy Butler like that? I saw this man, Grant Williams, get inside Jimmy Butler's face, start yapping at him, get right up to his head. And I said, what is this man doing? Do you not know? Have you not heard? Has somebody not told you about Jimmy freaking Butler? As soon as I saw that, I said the game was over. I think the Heat were down. Who the hell cares? I'm going to try really hard not to curse this episode because, you know, we don't do that over here. I knew the game was over. Who cares how much the Heat were down? I don't care. They never lose any games when they're down double digits because this team is built different. I've been told y'all, man, stop doubting this team. Now, I didn't say this before the playoffs. They're obviously a different team in the playoffs. Same team that they were last year in the playoffs. Better, in fact. A lot of guys stepping up. Super excited to get into it. As you can see, I'm very hyped, very lit as always over here. But welcome back to Believe in the Miami Heat. This very, very exciting episode brought to you by the Believe Network. As always, I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo, recording immediately after the game tonight because I need someone to scream at. Shout out my boy Hector. I was screaming at him the whole fourth quarter. He was taking it because I was excited, man. Needed someone to get in. Listen, this team is so special, man. I wanted to win this game so bad because of my love for Jimmy Butler, because I hate the Boston Celtics, because I now hate Grant Williams, big dummy. Like, seriously, let's talk about Grant Williams some more. How stupid can you be? Do you know who you're talking to? Now, I got a little bit of respect for Grant Williams for not backing down to a guy in Jimmy Butler who has been, you know, one of the best players this playoffs, maybe the best. You know, Nikola Jokic's been balling as well, but screw that guy. We're not talking about that sloppy fat boy today either. I ain't forget what he did to Markieff Morris. I saw him talking to Jimmy, and I said, I literally looked at my boy Hector, because this is a point, I think it was a 9-point game, because Miami, I think Gabe missed the open three, Lowry missed the open three, and then someone on Boston, Brogdon, who the hell cares, said the open three was a 9-point game. And I said, damn, their guy hit the big shot we missed. I think that might be wraps for this one. And then I saw good old Grant Williams start getting in Jimmy's face like he did something, like he is someone. Like, because he got 27 open threes last year against Milwaukee and hit 7 of them, he thinks he's good now. Played 0 minutes last game, by the way. Pretty sure that's for a reason, you big bum. And after that, I literally looked at my boy Hector. I said, you know he just effed up, right? I said, he effed up in the biggest way possible. He gets some stops, gets some buckets. Jimmy Butler pulling up in mid-range. Did the too small and Grant Williams going right at that big boy. And then there was that terrible call, offensive foul, Jimmy's 3. I knew he was pulling it. You knew that boy wanted to go for the dagger, get the lead right there. Spo challenges, didn't overturn it. Who the hell cares? You know the Heat ain't going to get no calls anyways. Once again, Jayson Tatum, y'all MVP, y'all savior, y'all guy who you say is better than Jimmy Butler. Back-to-back games with 0 points in the fourth, or 0 field goals in the fourth quarter. All his points were on some pretty BS fouls. He had one from three-point land where he kicked his legs out just like Jimmy did. And then another one where Bam is literally standing right there and they gave him the foul. Don't matter. The boy has 0 field goals in the fourth quarter for the second game. And the fact that y'all say this man is better than Jimmy Butler is beyond me. It's ridiculous. I said time and time again, Jimmy Butler is way better than Jayson Tatum, and it's not even close. Even got into some people on Twitter with it. I forget the one guy commented on I think Believe retweeted something I sent. Some Boston fan came out the woodworks and said, Heat fans just be saying anything nowadays. Well, what the hell do you have to say now? Saying Jayson Tatum's best player? Get the hell out of here, man. We are witnessing truly, greatness doesn't even describe what we are witnessing from Jimmy Butler. It doesn't even begin to describe it. And while we're on the topic of just screwing people, pause, unpause. Screw screw Stan Van Gundy, bro. Listen, that boy's still salty that he fired his ass, and then Pat Riley came in and won a ring, you know, a year later. Because at the end of the game, first of all, he's been terrible. He's been terrible just as a commentator in general. And I've hated him this series, and anytime he commentates Miami, because he hates Miami, because they let his ass go because he sucks, okay? Then to end the game, Miami up 2-0 in Boston. The first thing he says is, don't count out the Boston Celtics. They have not been a great home team this year. Well, you know who has been a great home team? The Miami Heat, who are undefeated at home, Stan. So what do you have to say to that? Maybe, here's an idea too, Stan. Maybe give the Heat a little bit of credit. I don't know. It's just a thought. Maybe give them a little bit of credit. I don't need your credit, Stan Van Gundy. I got the Miami Heat And those are my boys, man. Jimmy Butler tonight, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 12 of 25 from the field. We got my dog Kevin Love, 0 points tonight, which is surprising because I always feel like he makes a big impact while he's out there. Did have 5 rebounds, a couple of assists. Let's just jump to Bam Adebayo. 22 points, 17 rebounds, and 9 assists, 1 short of a triple-double. My God, that dude, I was going to say he's back to pre-All-Star Bam when he was hooping this year. He might be better. 17 rebounds on the big, tough, scary Boston Celtics, bro. On Rob Williams, who they said was hooping. And let me see how many points, rebounds today. 3 rebounds. Three rebounds? That's all you got from me, Rob Williams? I'm tired of your ass too, man. Listen, Bam got every single clutch board at the end of this game, and they do not win without him. He was incredible. I mean, oh my God. And when he's playing at this level, they can win a championship. Now, the Denver Nuggets really do scare me. I'm not going to lie. They really do. But, and man, I'm just thinking of Bam trying to guard Jokic. I don't know how that's going to be. We could talk about that at a later episode, man. But right now, let's talk about Bam Adebayo because, oh my God, he is so good. He's so good. Y'all saw the game. Y'all don't need more commentary from me. That's how good he was, man. Let's talk about Caleb Martin. 25 points, 11 of 16, 3-7 from 3. Every time the Celtics got on a run, this man was right there to get you a huge, monstrous relief basket. Whether it was driving on the greatest shot blocker, Rob Williams, or whether it was driving past Tatum, finishing left hand, right hand from the corner 3. Oh my God, he's awesome, bro. Shout out Cody Zeller for only being a -8 tonight, too. Every time he was out there, those minutes kind of scared me. Wait a minute, did I just see Kyle Lowry was a hold on a second. Kyle Lowry was a -21, and Gabe Vincent was a +20. I was low-key questioning why Lowry was not out there and Gabe was instead, because I thought Gabe took some wild shots. And he didn't shoot great. He was 2-8. Obviously, he hit the monster step back at the end of the game. Low-key, he put the Tatum on Tatum, the little off-arm push. He did the Tatum on Tatum. You love to see it. But it's funny because over on the Basement Sports Network, that Whopper video that I made a while ago, discrediting Kyle Lowry or slandering. I like to say having some fun. Some people said slander, whatever. We actually just released a remix yesterday that was a Whopper song parody, but this time was all positives about Kyle Lowry. And he finished, and he followed it up by shooting 0 of 5 with 1 rebound, 5 assists, and I did have over 4 assists on Prize Picks, so shout out to you, Lowry, and a -21. But anyways, Lowry still had a good playoffs. Just the coincidence there is funny. So shout out Max Strus, man, 11 points, hit a few threes. Duncan Robinson, 6 for 9. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Hit some huge threes down the stretch. Just like Caleb, hit some monster relief baskets. They could not have won this game without Duncan Robinson, man. Who else we got to talk about? Did we talk about everybody? We talked about everyone that played today, at least. Let's go over to the Boston Celtics side. So, Jayson Tatum, 34, 13, and 8, 10 to 20 from the field. First half, third quarter even, he was awesome. I still don't think he's the best player on that team. I think it's Jaylen Brown, but of course, Tatum still outplayed Brown today. I will give him that. But 0 points. And I don't care that we talked about this already. We're doing it again. Zero field goals in the fourth quarter for Tatum. That should get talked about on every single ESPN show for the next 2 days until the next game. Because they're still talking about Tatum's 51 in Game 7 against a Philly team that quit mentally at halftime. Again, and when Tatum was stat padding in the fourth quarter when the game was out of reach. And you know Tatum was stat padding because as soon as he got 50, he held up the 5-0 on his hands. Jimmy Butler dropped 50. People were trying to compare that to Jimmy's 56-point game. Jimmy Butler dropped more points against the Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year runner-up, Brook, and unarguably, the best perimeter defender in the league, Drew Holiday. 56 in a game to win the game. Tatum dropped 51 in garbage time. Which one do you think is better? What happens when you play a real team now, Tatum? A couple chances to take the lead at the end of the game. Tatum couldn't even get a shot off. He was getting stripped by Jimmy, stripped by Strus. It's not close. Jimmy Butler is the best goddamn player in this series, and it's not even close. I want y'all to remember that. Al Horford still can't shoot. Rob Williams, bum. Jaylen Brown, I do like you, Jaylen Brown. Come to Miami. And I did not know you were close with Jimmy. They said y'all used to be roommates when Jaylen Brown was like a rookie, something like that. I do like you, Jaylen Brown. Marcus Smart only 7 points tonight. Had a huge wide open 3 at the end to like tie the game or take the lead. I forget. Wide open. That's the shot he usually hits about Miami. From Miami. Thank God he missed it. Grant Williams, you're a bum. 11 points. Or Grant Williams. We know he's a bum. Derek White, you bum. 11 points. Did hit his over on Prize Picks though. I'm not gonna lie. I had the Derek White over just because he killer. Y'all know he is. And I also like Brogdon. He played well today. And then of course Grant Williams, you big dummy. On my every single video I see of Grant Williams getting in Jimmy's face, I'm going to retweet. And what I like about Jimmy is, yeah, he got into it, but then after that, he's smiling because Jimmy knows. Jimmy knows. I know. Hopefully you know if you've been watching these Heat games. Even my boy Hector know. He's from Chicago. He's a Bulls fan. He's seen Jimmy do it time and time again with his Bulls, man. What an awesome game. Didn't even talk about game one. Don't even have to. I actually was driving most of that game, so I was mostly listening to it. Coming back from my men's league game, because we played in Fort Lauderdale that night. Last regular season game, we won. Finished 4-3. Respectable. And I did drop a season high, 24 points, so I'll take it. But that's really all I got to say about the Heat, man. I'm hyped. Oh, my God, I'm so hyped. This is probably the most lit episode of the season. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Series is not over, though. Trust me, crazier things have happened. If they were happen to drop the next game at home, Game 4 immediately becomes a must-win. So I love what I saw after Game 1. Hopefully the Heat is doing the same, in which that they're not smiling, they're not celebrating this win because job's not finished, as Kobe once said. And this team knows it. This team didn't come here to win 2 games versus Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. They did that last year. This team is here to beat the Boston Celtics. And they know the job's not finished yet, and I think they will take Game 3 very, very seriously, and hopefully they can come out with a dub and go up 3-0 because, of course, that's almost the kiss of death. Eventually, somebody will come back from down 3-0, so even if they do win Game 3, I'm still not going to say the series is over. Before we get out of here, got to shout out the Florida Panthers, baby. Coming off the 6th longest game in NHL postseason history, 4 overtimes, 12 seconds away from a 5th overtime. I was trying to watch. I was trying to stay invested. So if they do go on a Stanley Cup run, I could say that I was invested. I could say that I care. I knocked out after the 2nd overtime. I couldn't stay up, man. But they did win. I think my dog Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk hit the game winner in the 4th overtime. And Jimmy was wearing the Tkachuk jersey at shoot-around yesterday. Don't know if that's a coincidence, man. We lit, man. Let's go, baby. Heat in 5.
Look, pull up in your city trying to get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.